And don't get it confused, I ain't saying I'm the shit, just better than you. I just said I can beat you like competitors do. Now you're poking at your chest like you got something to prove. It really ain't that serious, so I'ma end this beef like a period. Cause my pen better. D-Up-Dub, NLB was born, I'm a trendsetter. What? I'm coming for the king. You better not miss. We taking momentum. This a pick 6.
Welcome to the Pick 6 Podcast. I'm your host, Kyle. Today, we're going over the AFC West. My normal co-host is not here today, so I'm joined with Archie. Archie, what's good?
Not much.
That's all you got?
That's all I got.
What's been going on? Anything new?
Nah, just looking up speeds 40 times for the last 2 days. Because that's all I'm going to comment on.
Yeah, well, say we're going over the AFC West today. Like I said, this is based on the CFM. This is not based on head-to-head. And we're going to try our best to go over more ratings this time. But it's hard to go over ratings when you don't know all the ratings because they haven't came out yet. The ratings we're going to go over, the ratings I do say, they're going off the end of roster, the end of season ratings from Madden 17. Those are what they're usually going to use for the new Madden, so that's what we're going to go off of. And the first team we're going to use is we're going to go over is the Denver Broncos. First thing, the Denver Broncos, we're going to go to quarterbacks. For the quarterbacks, I think you have two options to use at quarterback. You have Paxton Lynch.
Mm-hmm.
Paxton Lynch, he's like a 79 speed, 93 throw power, 82 short, 75 mid, and a 73 deep. But you also have Chad Kelly. He's a little bit lesser, but they're both the same age. So you can use Chad Kelly and maybe trade Paxton Lynch because he's a bigger name, a little bit better, bigger guy. What are your thoughts on that?
That's probably something that I do because Paxton Lynch is going to have a lot of value at the beginning of the league. They also picked up a guy from Northern Colorado who's a little bit bigger than Chad Kelly and has a little bit of mobility to him. So if he makes the roster, I mean that's the big thing with a lot of these players. That's probably something if they can make the roster. If he makes it, I'd run with him actually. He's also 23, but he's like 6'4", and he's got a little speed to him. It just gives you more leeway. Chad Kelly and that dude Slaughter are both going to be pretty bad anyway, So if you're going to build him up, might as well build him up. Paxton Lynch though, he's hard to pass up. Dude's like 6'7", He had a good year or a decent year, so he's going to come in with much better ratings than everyone else. Right. Trevor Siemian's probably a cut. He's going to be like 26, 25. So
he's 25, but will Paxton Lynch have better ratings than Trevor Siemian? Because Trevor Siemian actually played the better out of the two.
It doesn't matter though. Trevor Siemian is 25, so you know what I mean. It's kind of at this point at QB, you're going for youth. You're looking for someone who's going to be there for the whole release.
Right. And the Slaughter guy, he's 23 also. So you got three 23-year-old wires, three 23-year-old quarterbacks you could trade two and keep one.
Yep.
Because there are some holes on this team that you might need to fill.
You can keep. So that's why trading Lynch, especially with how old the Broncos are in general. Might be a really good idea. I'd probably keep Kelly and Slaughter and see which one I like. Then again, I had that problem last year where I had by season 3 I think 3 former first round quarterbacks all young. That's why I traded Lynch, and I couldn't figure out who the Broncos are in general. So I don't recommend that situation.
Right. Our next one, we'll go over the running backs. The running backs, they did pick up Jamal Charles. Jamal Charles, he is older. He's 30.
Yeah.
But he ended the year with 91 speed, 92 acceleration, 96 agility, and 95 juke move. And they also have a rookie from Coastal Carolina. His name is D'Angelo Henderson. He's 5'7", 208. And he ran a 4.48, but he's a 24-year-old rookie.
Yeah.
Then you also have the older guys. You have C.J. Anderson, Devontae Booker, Bernard Pierce, and Juwan Thompson. Any of those guys stood out to you?
None of them. I don't like any of the running backs on the Broncos. I mean, you could maybe move Charles to someone who's looking to win year one, and is okay with developing a running back kind of in the background. But I mean, I'll probably go with Booker and Henderson to start out with. Henderson is going to have a little bit of speed. 4.48 is like, I don't know. Hold on, what's that? 4.48 is going to come out to about 90 speed, maybe 91 speed. He's tiny, so right. I never really liked playing with little guys, especially this last release. Power went a long way. Booker's 25 though, so he's kind of on the tail end of a development. So I mean, I'd trade for somebody, I'd probably run with Booker and Henderson and trade for somebody, or use Charles year one until you find another younger running back.
And right, this goes back into using one of those quarterbacks to fill one of your holes. If you don't want to roll with Henderson, you can use your quarterback to fill a hole at running back. Let's get into the wide receivers. This is the strongest group of the offense. The wide receivers are very deep on this team. When I was doing my scouting. Your first wide receiver, you're gonna have, of course, Demaryius Thomas. Demaryius Thomas is 29 years old now. So if I had this team, I would trade Demaryius Thomas because this team has a lot of speed. I would trade Demaryius Thomas. You have Emmanuel Sanders. He's 30, but he's also 93 speed. I trade him also. Then you have Benny Fowler. He's 26. He's 91 speed. Cody Lattimore. He's 24. He's 6'2". He's 90 speed. And then you get into these younger guys. You have Anthony.
They just picked up.
Anthony,
go ahead.
No, Anthony Nash. Anthony Nash is he's the sexiest pick on this team. He's 6'5", 201 pounds. He's 23 years old, and he ran a 4.38 40.
Yeah, I made a post about him the other day. I think you're the only one that saw it, and I deleted that shit immediately because I was like, no, I don't want no one to know about him. But 6'5" at 4.3, if he makes a team. That's another one is if he's on the roster.
Right.
That's one of the best players in the game outright. And then they drafted two other receivers, Carlos Henderson from La Tech, around a 4.46. They got him in the third, so he's gonna come with pretty decent skills. Henderson, I think he's also a good kick returner. He had like 2 touchdowns this year, so that'll boost his kick returning. Catches pretty well. That should be in the 80s. Route running wasn't really there. And then the other young guy, Isaiah McKenzie, they got in the 5th from Georgia. He's a 4.42. Yeah. So if these guys are on the team, I'm going with those 3 just off top. I'm not even going to worry about trying to work in Thomas or Sanders. I'm going to move them.
Right. Then you also have a 2-year guy, which was on the game last year, Khalif Raymond. He actually has 94 speed.
Yeah.
He's still only 22 years old. Well, he's a smaller guy, but he could be a slot guy.
Yep.
And also with speed, this team also has a lot of height because you have 3 6'5" receivers. You have Jordan Taylor. He's only 88 speed, but he's 6'5". You have Anthony Nash, as we said before, and you have Marlon Brown. He's a little older. He's a little slower. He's like 80. He's 26 years old, 87 speed, but he's 6'5" also. So if you're in a goal line situation, you put 3 6'5" receivers out there. That's you take advantage of that.
The tight ends they got too, who we're probably going to talk about next. Tight end they drafted in the 5th is pretty slow, but he's like 6'6". Virgil Green 6'5". Someone like Carmen would be great on a team like this. Someone who could use big receivers that they don't need lots of speed out the gate. But even then, you know, like we said, Anthony Nash, if he's there, he's 6'5". Carlos Henderson 6'1" or 6'2". So you got towers to start with, you know.
Right. So yeah, I'm about going to tight ends. But you said tight ends. You're talking about Jake Butt, the 6'6" guy. He's really slow, but he's really big.
Yeah.
6'6", 250. But I don't know how much his injury would be affected in the game, because he came into the draft injured, I believe. That's why he went so late. So I don't know if his injury rating will be real low, and with this new off-ball injuries, we'll see how that go.
Yeah.
And you said Virgil Green, he's an 84 speed guy, 88 acceleration.
He's like 28, 29 though.
Right.
Other than that, no one really stands out. I mean, Butt's like what, 20, 22?
22, yeah.
They got another guy, Austin, who's also like 23. But honestly, like tight ends, I use someone who's fast. I prefer someone fast, and then a couple guys who can block. Green will get you through a couple years, because tight ends age pretty well, you know, compared to receivers and running backs. If you can get Jake Butt, you know, get him a little bit of speed, or not worry about him stretching and just kind of worry about him working underneath, I think we'll be fine. It really depends on your style of play.
Like, yes, because if you just going up the offense right now, you have 2 quarterbacks you could trade.
Yep.
You have 2 or 3 wide receivers you can trade. You could feel you needed running back. You could feel you need a tight end very easily with this team. Mm-hmm. And you can make this team. You can make this offense pretty good. I didn't realize this offense was so good until I really looked at them.
Yeah, I didn't realize they were so young either.
This offense
so
is
fast.
pretty good. Yeah, they got a lot of speed. All right, next one goes to the. I don't do offensive line.
You skip the line, all right.
I mean, if you want to talk about the offensive line, or
no, I don't care about the offensive line.
All right, we'll go to the defensive ends. This is is Denver a 3-4 team? I think the Denver's a 3-4 team.
I think so.
The defensive end, only one that stood out really to me was Derek Wolfe. 88 acceleration, 89 strength,
drafted.
83 block shed, 83 power move. Other than that, they drafted DeMarcus Walker. He's not going to be very fast, of course.
Yeah, but he got like what, 25 sacks last couple of years. He's got a good swim move. He can shed blocks. He's not going to be like a fast, pass rusher, but
he'd be a good 3-4 end.
Yeah, he's the type where if you can't find someone open right away, he'll get you, on the tail end of your drop back. He'll get you like when you ain't got no one to pass to.
Right. They also have another rookie, Shakir Soto. I really don't know much about him. He didn't really stand out to me. And they have some older guys. Jared Crick, I've heard of him. I don't think he's really special. Got an Adam Gotsis, got a Shelby Harris, Zach Kerr, Billy Wynn. I heard of Billy Wynn. He don't really stand out to me neither. So the only ones that stand out is Derek Wolfe and DeMarcus Walker. So you probably have to fill in another defensive end, or you can move one of these linebackers we're going to talk about down to the defensive end. Yeah,
there is a lot of linebackers that you can move around. I mean, honestly, we'll get to that, but I'd put Vaughn at end because they got a few other linebackers you can run with. But I mean, if Denver has a weak spot, it's going to be their D line.
Right. The defensive tackle. I didn't write the defensive tackle because they're nose tackles. I didn't really see anything special. You got Pico, who's 32. You got another guy named Pico. I don't know if they're related or not.
Yeah, I don't know.
They might be related. They kind of look alike.
Are you looking at their pictures?
Yeah, they're both from. It was just coming up. His hometown is La Habra, California, with the Oregon State.
What about
He's from Los Angeles, California. He went to Michigan State, so maybe they're cousins or something. They're both from California. They got a big age.
They got like 9 years apart. So yeah, maybe they're cousins.
You got a rookie named Tyreek Jarrett. None of those nose tackles really stood out to me. I'm not a real big 3-4 guy per se. I don't really like the big defensive lineman on the defensive line to talk about. But
I mean, the rookies, even the rookie isn't like, he's big, but he's not that big. Like this is again something you're gonna have to work on.
Yeah, the nose tackles didn't really stand out. Just big. I mean, the Tyreek Jared guy, he's 340 pounds, so he's a big body. But then again, Madden, are they gonna incorporate the weight into the game? Maybe in real life he could take up a double team, but in the game, is he gonna always take up a double team?
So yeah, Madden don't work that way. That's the thing with these. When you look at these players, also I hear strength is gonna be a really big factor. So, things like moving a linebacker, I was about to say, down the end might be worrisome. I think Rex even said, you got to think twice about that in the future.
We'll see, because I'm going to keep moving them down so they show me different.
Yeah, so am I, though.
All right, getting to the outside linebackers. Of course, you got Von Miller.
Mm-hmm.
He'll probably move down to defensive end for me. I don't see the reason to put Von Miller in coverage. I mean, why take away from his strongest strength of rushing the passer?
Yep.
So I have him down on defensive end. You got Shane Ray, 83 speed, 86 acceleration, 82 strength, only 70 block shed. And he lost 2 block shed over the season. From the beginning of Madden to the end of Madden, he lost 2 in block shed.
That's easy enough to bring up, though. I mean, his pursuit's still like 85. His finesse is still like 85. Like that's something you can easily build up.
Yeah, and also his zone coverage is only 64, so he could be a liability in the zone coverage if you decide to use him as a outside linebacker, or you could bring him down as a defensive end also.
Mm-hmm.
Have him and Vaughn. Then you have Derek Wolfe and DeMarcus Walker playing your 2 defensive tackles in the 4-3. I mean, that's probably how I would attack it. All right,
not opposed to that.
Other outside any of these other outside linebackers stood out to you?
Not really. I mean, I was looking at they don't have anyone young except for it looks like they got a rook who's slow and big. So I mean, you might want to bring him down the line. But other than that, no other outside linebackers. I mean, just a couple guys who are kind of like in their mid-20s who never really impressed. Ain't really got speed, which is what I really like at outside linebackers, and aren't that great. I mean, I think Shaquille Barrett has. Let me see. Hold on. He's got decent block shedding and pursuit and play rec. Like he's good to have, maybe for the first year or two, but not someone I build on.
Right. So the way I do my outside linebackers, they got to be able to cover. I like to drop down in that full coverage shell with my linebackers and just rush a 3 from playing 3-4. So I need my outside linebackers to cover, and obviously he can't cover.
Yeah, we build the same way.
All right, the inside linebackers, you got a little speed there. You got Brandon Marshall. He's 27, but he's 85 speed, 87 acceleration, 83 block shed, and 80 zone. He got real good zone to start out. You also have Corey Nelson. Corey Nelson's 25. He's 85 speed, 80 acceleration, and 75 zone coverage.
Mm-hmm.
You also have 2 other guys that really didn't stand out to me. You have Kevin Snyder and Gerald Garcia Williams.
Mm-hmm. He was slow.
There's also another rookie, Josh Banderas, and there's a guy named Todd Davis and Zaire Anderson.
Banderas was also slow. He ran like a 4.79. That's barely 80 speed. Anderson was also pretty slow. I like to use her in the middle, so I need speed. Brandon Marshall would be great for that. Actually, no. Corey Nelson's going to be great for that. I'm the kind of guy who, if you got someone built up like Brandon Marshall, I'll leave him alone. Let the computer do his thing with him, and then go ahead and use the guy who's not as good, but you're going to be using them anyway,
Right. Like if it's, I get what you're saying. Like Brandon Marshall already has 80 zone, so he can pretty much hold his own.
Yep.
Corey Nelson only got 75 zone, but if you're using it yourself, you're using your own user skills. So the zone coverage really doesn't make a difference what his zone coverage is.
He's already got 80 acceleration, so you can get there, quickly. His block shed is I think like 70. Let me check real quick. Yeah, it's like 71, which isn't great, but again, you're using them. So as long as you can run the blocks and take good angles, you can build them up pretty quickly. 25 is gonna make it hard, being 25 years old, but again, we're just talking like season 1. You can fill these holes later.
Right. All right, we're going to get into the DBs, to the cornerbacks. Of course, you have your 2 best cornerbacks on the team, Chris Harris Jr. and Aqib Talib, but they're both old.
Yep.
So I don't know how long you're going to use them. Maybe you want to trade them, get some younger guys. Maybe somebody's looking for somebody they can use now. Chris Harris is 28, so somebody might could use him for a couple years. Aqib Talib's 31. But Aqib Talib is really still good on here, though. He like 90 something press, and both of them have over 90 men in zone.
Yep.
Aqib Talib has 95 press or something like that. So they're still very good if you want to use them for a year. Then the younger guys, you have Bradley Roby. He's 93 speed, 92 acceleration, 91 agility. But his coverage is not that great. 76 man, 77 zone. And you also have a rookie, Brendan Langley. He's 6 foot, 22 years old from Lamar. He ran a 4.43.
Yep. He's also got strength. He put up 22 reps. I looked him up. He's supposed to be a pretty good press corner, and Rex was saying strength and press is going to be big this year for cornerbacks. He'll be able to push receivers off their routes in the first 5 yards and mess up timing.
Right.
So he also used to be a receiver, so he's going to have good catch ratings.
Okay, I didn't know that.
So I mean, I come out with Langley and Roby to start with. I'd actually move Talib to safety, Langley, Roby, and Harris Jr. and move Talib to safety, and then just again find someone young, because even Roby's like 25, right? Let me look.
Roby's 25, yeah.
Yeah, and then Harris is 28. He's probably got maybe a couple more years before he starts like getting really bad. So.
I mean, they got 2 more rookies, Dontrell Nelson and Marcus Rios. They really didn't stand out to me when I looked at them.
Nah. They're both, like over 4.5s?
Yeah, like over 4.5s.
Rios is like 5'11", Nelson's 6'1". But even then, 6'1" height's not going to make me reconsider 4.5.
No, but like I said before, it depends on what defense you run.
That's true.
If you run a lot of cover 2, you probably could use them. But if you like a cover 3, cover 4 guy, I wouldn't even mess with him. A man guy wouldn't mess with him.
They're both 22. I went into Madden 17 with a 21, 22-year-old who were 88 speed and built them up. So, I mean, the youth is in their favor.
Right, like I said, if they're doing the same progression as last year, we could do whole position groups. You sit them on the bench for a couple years or a year or 2 and just feed them XP and see what happens. Put them on your practice squad.
Yep, especially when you got a guy who's like 6'1". There's another guy in here who I had last year. I think they had him at safety, Justin Simmons, but I moved in the corner. He was 6'2", also about 88 speed. He's only 23, so yeah, you just pump XP into these guys and just build them up.
Well, let's talk about the safeties. They got who did I put down for safety? Safeties, I didn't really put down too much. They have Darian Stewart as your free safety. I think Darian Stewart is the free safety and TJ Ward is your strong safety.
Yep.
Other than that, none of these guys really stood out to me. You got a couple of 6'2" guys. They're rookies. They're both 23. Orion Stewart and DeMonte Thomas. They both ran into the 4.5s. You maybe could use them as safety. I mean, they might be like 87, 88 speed. I mean, it's doable.
Yeah, at least to begin with.
I just don't like that. I don't like them being 23, being that slow, and not being that good.
Yeah.
So you have like a lot to develop with them.
Especially if you're developing other people already, right. Like I said, Simmons is also 6'2". If you're okay with going with Chris Harris Jr. and Roby and Langley, then you could use Simmons at free safety. I moved him back and forth. Again, Talib, I'd probably have a free safety for a year. Ward isn't that bad. I know he's also old. They both could be old. So you're going to have to draft safeties. But Ward's still going to be like 88 speed. He's got like 92, 91 acceleration. And obviously he's going to have, decent, probably like play rec and stuff. But he's gonna be able to hit.
Right.
But he doesn't have a great zone. I don't think he ever had a great zone, right?
I don't think so. I think he's more of a box safety.
Yeah. So I mean, it's all play style. But guy can hit. If Hidden comes back, it wasn't really there this last year. But if Hidden comes like it was Madden 15, then a guy like T.J. Ward is always valuable.
Right. And just looking at this whole team as a whole, this team really surprised me. I thought this might be like the worst team in this division.
Number 2.
But this team is really good. You have holes, as every team has holes, but you have positions that you have multiple players where you could trade and fill these holes. It's like I said, the quarterback, the wide receiver. You got some cornerbacks you can trade. You could really this could really be a good team. What are your thoughts on this team overall?
Yeah, I was actually surprised too. I figured that the Broncos were old, and they're old, but I didn't realize that they also had a lot of youth sitting there that you can build off of. Like the offense, we just said looks really, really good. You know, if everyone makes the roster, the defense, the guys that are old, they're useful for guys who are looking to win a season 1, season 2 ring. You know,
right.
If you can get over moving Von Miller, who's 28, you know, who's going to come in as one of the best, you know, DEs in the game, you can fill almost all the holes you have on defense.
Right, 'cause somebody pay a lot for Von Miller.
Yeah, you can move Von Miller. You can move Brandon Marshall. Brandon Marshall's 27. I'd keep Shane Ray, to be honest. I'd pair Shane Ray with DeMarcus Walker. You probably can't move Talib. You can maybe move Chris Harris Jr., but not for that much because he's also 28 and he's a corner. But yeah, this team surprised me a lot, and I didn't realize that until we just started the podcast.
Right, yeah, I really like this team. All right, let's go into our next team. We're going to talk about the Chiefs. Chiefs, another team that Chiefs got some good things going on with. The Chiefs they surprised me also. First we go with the quarterback Patrick Mahomes. That's your starter. Everybody else don't even worry about him. That's who you're gonna use. And I love Patrick Mahomes. Like in real life, I love Patrick Mahomes. I love him as a quarterback. I just love the way he plays.
Not just that, he's 21.
Right.
You know, he's pretty big. He's got a huge arm.
Yeah.
And we're gonna talk about the receivers on this team, but that arm's gonna take you the whole release. You know. The other receivers, I mean, I'm a big Alex Smith fan, but Alex Smith isn't going to he's going to be in free agency day one. Yeah. I pick up Tyler Bray every year just because he's pretty young. I think he's going to be 25 at this point, but he's still got 93 throw power. I think that was up to like 94, 95 a few years ago. So you can keep him, stash him as a backup, and he's going to have the arm for you if Mahomes ever goes down. But yeah. Mahomes, it's someone you keep on release. You could trade him if you want to and get a lot for him, but
I wouldn't.
He's someone who's going to be there all release.
I wouldn't trade him.
He's pretty fast. I mean, fast in the sense that he can scramble.
Yeah, I wouldn't trade Mahomes at all. I'd keep him and not be worried about the quarterback the whole release.
Yep.
They also have a quarterback named Joel Stave. I don't know much about him. He's 25, so I wouldn't. Like I said, Patrick Mahomes is your quarterback.
Yeah.
As far as your running back, I wrote down needs help.
Yeah, definitely.
They got rid of Jamal Charles, and they also got rid of Niles Davis.
Mm-hmm.
They got a rookie Hunt, but he's a lot slower than I thought he was going to be.
Yeah, he's not going to see the field. He ran a 4.6. He's not
4.6. Yeah.
Nah. I mean, you got West, who's could be 90 speed. You still got C.J. Spiller, who has good agility and acceleration, but I'd go in with Spencer Ware. Spencer Ware is probably going to, even though he's slow, he's got 88 truck. He's going to just start you out until you find someone to replace him with. But this team isn't about the running backs. This team's all about the receivers. So,
and we might get into the receivers. First and foremost, you're going to have Tyreek. Tyreek, he's going to be the speed guy. He's probably going to be the third or fourth. Let me see, you got Ross, you got a guy from New York. He'd probably be your third fastest wide receiver in the game.
Yeah, probably.
At 97 speed. And they also boosted him a lot. He also have 87 catching.
Yeah, I didn't see that. That's crazy. His spec's 83. He's 5'10", and his jump is 91. Yeah, he's like another guy like Mahomes. You can move him and get a lot for him, but I wouldn't. He's only what, 23? That's 7 years.
How old is he?
Yeah, he's 23.
Yeah, he's 23. Then you also have Chris Conley. This team also with speed. You got some height. You got 3 6 foot. We got two. You got 2 6'3" receivers.
Mm-hmm.
You got Chris Conley. He's 93 speed, 83 catch, and he has 97 jumping.
Yeah.
Then you also got a guy named he's a rookie. His name is Jehu Chesson.
Mm-hmm.
He's 6'3", 205. He's 6'3". He's 207. I'm looking at the wrong thing. He's 6'3", 203 from Michigan. He ran a 4.47.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have a guy named Tony Stevens who's 6'4", 198. He's 22. He ran a 4.49.
He's a little bit lighter, but you can't teach height. You can get that speed up.
Right. Then you also got a guy named Alonzo Moore. He's 6'2", 185 from Nebraska. He ran a 4.47, but he's 24 years old, rookie. But they have height in addition to speed, not just height and speed. No, like some guys have height. Then you have some guys that have speed. You got guys that have height and have speed. Mm-hmm. And I also wrote down Marcus Kemp. He's 6'4", 185, 21 years old. He's not as fast. He's running a 4.54, but he's a 6'4", 21-year-old wide receiver.
Yeah.
So you can sit him on your roster, just let him collect some XP and see what it looks like in a year or two.
Yep. Or, I mean, again, if you want to play like Reed and just target people in the end zone, that's the guy to do it with, you know?
Right. Then you also have DeAnthony Thomas. He's going to be your slot guy, 92 speed, 91 acceleration, 97 agility, 90 elusiveness.
Mm-hmm.
So you use him in your slot. The rest of these guys, they didn't really stand out to me. You got a Gehrig Dieter from Alabama. I've never seen him play.
Me neither. He's slow.
Santavius Jones, Tevin Jones, Demarcus Robinson. I heard of him. He hasn't been too good. And Albert Wilson, he actually not too bad.
Tevin Jones actually ran like what, like a 4.48. That's. I mean, everyone here who you're gonna probably run with is gonna be 90 to 97 speed.
Tevin Jones ran a 4.48.
I think so, yeah.
And he's 6'2", so
he's only 24.
You got height and you have speed with this team. You have both together.
I really hope someone who can pass picks up the Chiefs. I'd hate it to be someone who's just a run heavy user, because that'd be a waste. Or someone who can't make reads. Because you got so many receivers here, you got to be able to make reads.
You really can't run with this team because you don't have no running back to run with. So you're gonna be forced to pass. I mean, you have to pass. You're the rookie quarterback, and you have all this speed and height at wide receiver. You pretty much, this is a passing team.
Yeah, but some people can't pass. That's the problem.
If you can't pass, don't pick this team.
Oh, and then we didn't even get in tight ends.
Oh my, gets the tight end. The tight ends got speed. Like they got. It's not blazing speed, but you have so many guys with good speed that you could trade these guys. Of course, you got Travis Kelce.
I can't stand.
He's a top 3 tight end.
Yeah,
he has 85 speed. Then you have Demetrius Harris. He's 6'7" and he has 86 speed.
Mm-hmm.
Then you have Ross Travis. He's 6'7" and he has 84 speed. So you got 2 6'7" guys with good speed. Then you got Travis Kelce. Then you have let me see. It's a Winchester.
Oh, James Winchester. I thought he was more of a.
I think he's
80.
I think he's more of a long snapper.
Yeah, he is. But he's 84 speed.
Yeah, they have him as tight end. They have him as tight end on the game, I believe.
Yeah, most times they put long snappers at tight end. Like we both use the Raiders. They had Kondo at tight end for all these years. So, but he can't catch. I'm pretty sure. I haven't looked, but I'm pretty sure we scroll over. He can catch for shit.
Right, but you have
47 catching traffic. Yeah, you ain't using him. You couldn't him. But those 2 6'7" guys. Oh, you also have you about to say Escobar and Charles. Yeah.
You have 2 6'7" guys, and you have Travis Kelce. Travis Kelce's 27. Your 2 6'7" guys is 24, 25. You might could trade Travis Kelce and get your running back. If you're not a guy that throws his tight end a lot, trade Kelce and get your running back for him.
Yeah, I think at this point you have to, because all your balls are going to go to the receivers. You know, you don't have to. You don't need Kelce in any of your games. Like, he's expendable to this, in the sense that you can get a lot for him, like you said, get a running back, and then just build these 2 6'7" guys. Like, these towers on the ends is gonna be crazy.
And like Demetrius Harris, 6'7", 86. That's crazy. I'm using him. I'm throwing to him all the time. I'm trying to build him because he's 20. He's 25. So you only have really a year to build him as much as you can. I wouldn't even worry.
Travis Ross is 24. Travis Ross is only 24.
Right, he's 24. You use him also. So, like I said, I'll try to give Demetrius Harris. I tried to that 1 year. I wouldn't even try and develop his speed anymore. I just go straight catching ability. And I make him my number 2 tight end the second year, and I start working on Ross Travis and make him my number 1. He's a little bit younger, so you can spend more time on him.
Yeah, I'm looking at their stats now, and Travis and Harris are both 70 plus catching traffic. They're both 74. They're 74 and 77 catch, and Harris is 82 spec. And yeah, these guys you can definitely work with.
Hey, 86 speed is like really good enough
for a tight end. Yeah,
it's good enough.
Tight end 87 is like top end for a tight end, so 86 is great.
I was going to the defensive ends on the Chiefs roster. They just have them. They just have everybody lumped together of defensive line.
Yeah, I had to look them up.
So, but the only guys that stood out to me really was Chris Jones. He has 88 block shed.
Same.
And you have Allen Bailey. He also has 88 block shed. Nobody else really stood out to me. They have a rookie, Tano. I don't
not even trying.
Yeah, I'm not even trying his last name, but he didn't really stand out to me. But I don't know how good he was coming out of college. So I don't know what his attribute to be, but he's not really fast or anything like that. So
he's big. He's 6'7".
He's big.
He's got good athleticism, so he's going to have good acceleration and agility. He's not a pass rusher though. He's like he's not going to have those skills, but he's huge, and he ran a 4.83, which is that's not bad, you know. So it's kind of a guy who you got to build him up. Especially for a second rounder, they'll probably give him a little bit of love, but I'm gonna go with Jones. I'm gonna go with him and Jones. Actually, you know what? Jones is no, he's 308.
He's only 23 though.
Yeah. This is another one of the teams where I'd look at the outside linebackers, and I might move them down at least for like a year.
Yeah, because you have pretty good speed at linebacker on this team.
Mm-hmm.
All right, let's go into the linebackers. Of course, you got Tama Ali and Justin Houston. Tama Ali is 33 though. Justin Houston is 28.
They're still good though.
They're both very good.
Yeah.
I don't know if you might could trade. I don't think you could trade Tama Ali for how you probably can't get what he's worth. You might could trade Justin Houston, but do you really want to trade Justin Houston?
It depends what you get back. Again, it's he's only going to go to one of those guys who's trying to win year one.
Right.
Otherwise, you can use them. You can use them both as trade bait and fill out other holes. Because there's lots of linebackers on this team with a lot of speed.
Right now, who also stood out to me was Yukimi Uligwe.
Mm-hmm.
He's a rookie. Where is he? He's a rookie from Georgia Southern. He's 6'2", 239, 23 years old. He ran a 4.58. Then you also have DJ Alexander. He's 25. He's 86 speed.
Mm-hmm.
You got D Ford. D Ford is 26. He's 6'2", 252.
He's 26 already?
Yeah.
Shit.
He's 86 speed, 84 finesse move. Then you also have a younger guy, Ramika Wilson. He's 24, 6'2", 237. He's 84 speed, but he also have 81 zone coverage.
Mm-hmm.
Those are the guys that stood out to me at linebacker. The rest of the guys really didn't stand out to me.
Oh, no, you still have Richard. I don't know how you pronounce his last name. Clyett?
Clyett. Oh,
Clyett?
Richard
Clyett. Yeah, you remember him back when Reed had the Seahawks? He's 88 speed.
Okay, so I didn't even.
Is he on? Wait, is he on the roster? He was on. Yeah, he's 88 speed. He's still only 25.
They must have just picked him up this year because I don't think he was on there. I think I got the attributes off the Madden website. I don't think he was on the Chiefs team last year.
Yeah, he's. I don't think he was either, but he's someone that you can use there in the middle, especially being 25. You probably can't build him a lot, but he has no block shedding because he might have been a safety initially, but 88 speed, 89 to 90 acceleration. You know, that's a perfect user right there.
Right. But did you see anything else as far as linebackers that stood out to you?
No, but we mentioned a lot of guys who play inside that in Madden it almost doesn't make a difference depending on how you play. I'd move these guys outside. I might move one of the older guys to end since they don't have a lot in the D line, and then trade away someone like Justin Houston. But if you got holes, it'll be in the front seven, which is crazy to say for the Chiefs, but it's all because of age.
And they also got rid of Dontari Poe, who was good in the game.
Yeah, he's a fucking Falcon now.
And they really didn't fill his position. I mean, I'm looking at the roster. I don't see where they filled his spot at. I don't even see. Let me see.
They got Cam Thomas is strong.
Benny Logan.
He's strong. We were talking about Chris Jones earlier. He's also like 88 strength and 23. If you want trying to build someone, he's only 308. He's not huge, but I mean, you got stuff to work with if you really have to.
All right, let's go into the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks, the best one on the team will be Marcus Peters.
Yep.
90 speed, 87 man, 81 zone. You get a couple more guys who have a little speed. Phillip Gaines. Phillip Gaines always turns out to a good cornerback on the game because he has speed, but he's 26 now, so someone might could use him. You also have Steve Nelson. Steve Nelson has 90 speed. He's only 24 still. The rest of these guys, nobody really stood out to me as far as the cornerbacks.
Well, they picked up. Let me see. He's on the roster, but I don't see him in the game. Keith Baxter from Marshall.
Okay, I see him.
Yeah, he ran a 4.39 apparently.
Oh, really? What team was he on last year?
I have no fucking idea. But if he makes the roster, let me look him up. If he makes the roster, then
the thing with the roster thing, I hope Madden does the 90-man roster like the NFL is doing.
Did they say they might?
I haven't seen anything about it, but hopefully they use the 90-man roster and not the 75-man roster.
Yeah, this man doesn't exist. You Google him, you get like some actor who's from the 30s. Like, this is not. Where did he go to Marshall?
He went to Marshall.
He was on the Vikings.
He was on the Vikings?
Yeah, I see he's on the Vikings in here.
Yeah, he ran a 4.39.
No, he's not even on the Vikings in the game. So if it's one of those, if he makes the roster, and he's young, he's got to be like, what, 24 maybe? No, he's 25. He's still fast though. I mean, shit.
Maybe he was hurt last year and didn't play, or
maybe
was on the practice squad, got cut. Because I didn't see him on the game either.
Yeah, I just saw him on the roster and looked him up because I couldn't find nothing about him. Yeah, I'm probably gonna start with Marcus Peters and Phillip Gaines. Like you said, Gaines is gonna be good because of his speed, but he's also 26. So this defense has more holes than I thought it would. I thought it'd be more complete.
Right. The offense surprised me. The defense, the offense and the defense surprised me because it's backwards. I thought the defense would be better than the offense, but the offense is a lot better than the defense.
Yeah, I thought the Chiefs were going to be a top 5 team. With someone who can play offense really well, then they still will be. But for someone who needs a complete team, you might want to avoid them because the defense is going to be giving a lot of points.
Right. Then look at the safeties. Only 2 stood out to me was Eric Berry, 91 speed, 87 zone, and Ron Parker, 90 speed, 83 zone. But I think, let me see. How old is
They're both old, though.
Yeah, Ron Parker is 29. Yep. Eric Berry is 28. I think Ron Parker lost some speed also.
Yeah, he did. They also have Stephen Terrell, who's 92 speed from A&M.
So on their roster, they just have everybody listed as DB. They don't have it separated between cornerback, free safety, and strong safety.
And the Chiefs one, yeah, I had to look it up, but they have him, and you could probably they got some corners that are slower, that are big. They got a 6'2" corner. They got a 6'2" rookie, J.R. Nelson, who ran a 4.58. He's not gonna be that fast, but I mean, you can move people around.
All them 6'2" guys, they were all 4.5. Devontae Bosby, Leon McQuaid, J.R. Nelson, Daniel Sorensen. They were all 4.5 guys. I mean, maybe you could use them as safety, and maybe they could be around 88, 89 speed, maybe, or sit them on your roster and see. Put them on special teams, and maybe give a couple tackles a game and see what happens with them.
You can move Eric Berry. He's gonna be 28 in the game, but he's amazing. Like, you're gonna have another first year, second year, ring chaser who's gonna want all his hit power, who's gonna want his zone coverage is probably gonna be 87 to 90. Where is it? Yeah,
so it might be more than that after last year.
Yeah. So, and he's a good story. I mean, you got some guys in here you can use to fill holes. Some of the older guys. You got to find the right trade partners though, because not everyone's going to want them because of their age.
Right. But like I said, this team overall, they surprised me because I thought the defense would be better than the offense. The offense is really good.
Mm-hmm.
You could trade some of the offense and fill the holes on defense. I do like this team though, but I don't think I like them better than I liked Broncos. I think I like the Broncos better than I like the Chiefs. And I didn't think I was going to say that.
I thought the Chiefs were a top 5 team, and looking at defense, I'm not sure anymore. The offense is going to be lights out. The offense is going to be another, greatest show on turf if you can pass.
Right.
But defense is kind of scary at this point.
I like the Broncos because the Broncos got that same offense. They don't have the top speed, but they have the height and the speed. I probably like the Broncos. I probably like the Broncos team better than this team.
Yeah. It makes me feel a little better, though, because I don't think anyone's going to take the Chiefs and trade away Hill for the team that we just looked at,
Mm-hmm. All right, let's get into your team, the Raiders.
My team comes September 2nd.
All right, first quarterback, no-brainer. You'll go with – I don't know if it's a no-brainer.
I don't know either because I've had a lot of struggles with Derek Carr before he was good in the game for multiple years. So I hate Madden Derek Carr. I love him in person. I love him in real life, but Derek Carr in Madden, I can't stand him.
Did Derek Carr get paid already?
Yeah, so that's another thing.
Okay, he's a no-brainer.
Yeah, that kind of exactly. So, by contrast, Connor Cook is only 23.
Right. I was going to say you might could trade Carr and use Cook, but I don't think you can trade Carr now with that contract.
It depends. You got some teams with the cap space. Connor Cook is 23, 90 throw power. He's gonna have mid to late 70s accuracy.
Yeah, 78 short, 76 medium, 73 deep.
He's 72 speed. He's got some wheels on him. If you're okay with Derek Carr's money, because you and I know that you can manage money. You can figure out your salary, your salary cap over the course of a release. So Derek Carr might be the one to go with, even if he's getting paid a lot of fucking money.
The only thing about that, I can deal with cap hits. I just don't like cap hits the first season. Because the first season, me personally, I usually don't draft. I usually use my money to re-sign all my guys. Because the first season, you have a bunch of guys to re-sign. You might have like 19, 20 guys to re-sign the first season. So I don't usually draft that season. But if you get that big ass, I don't know how much was this bonus.
I don't even want to think about it. So but I'm the opposite. I actually don't mind cap hits early on because then they'll fall off the books by season 3.
Season 3,
you know? And so for me, I have so much turnover anyway that I try to bring in guys with decent like length on their contracts. So I'm not doing a lot of re-signing the first couple of years. So for someone like who's going to take the Raiders, you can do either way. You can stick with Carr and he's set all release. You know, like that's not a problem. Or you could dump him and you'll be free of him by season 3. The money's going to be off the books. If you don't pay Mac, which is going to be hard for some people, if you don't pay Cooper, it's going to be hard for some people. A lot less hard for some people because Cooper actually isn't that great in Madden terms. Then his money's not so bad.
Right. Then, like I said, if you want to trade Carr, you can use Cook for the entire Madden. But he's only 24 years old.
Yep.
He was a good college cornerback. So
you just hated on.
Huh?
You just hated on.
Yeah. Well, he's a head case.
Yeah. But that doesn't matter in
Madden, yeah.
Yeah.
Then you also have EJ Manuel. You could use him for a few years and draft somebody else. You could trade Carr and Cook if you want to.
Yep. Manuel's he's gonna be 20. He's 27.
He's 27.
Still got 92 throw power and 82 speed. The right kind of user can use that. If you're trying to roll out to the right, he's not in the league anymore. So I guess we're not gonna see that. So.
All right, get to the running back. The running back I put down needs work.
Kind of. Whoever picks up the Raiders, send me Lynch. Don't charge me a lot for him though, because he's old. But I'd run with DeAndre Washington. Washington Small and Richard. They're both 23, 24, 90, 91 speed, and they'll get you by for like a couple of years maybe.
Yeah.
Beast mode used to be fun. Beast mode used to be fun to play with.
Still didn't need work running back. I mean, they'd be decent. I need that splash. I need my running back to be nice. I need at least one nice wide receiver.
I didn't think that Richard and Washington were good enough to not draft a running back higher, like that kind of like a scat back higher. We drafted Elijah Hood from North Carolina, who's slow.
Yeah.
Probably more down the line like a bruiser. Like they want Lynch to be. Tywan Jones never panned out, no matter how fast he was.
They don't know position. They don't know position they want to play.
Yeah. I actually really like. We don't talk about fullbacks, but I really like our fullback. We don't have Marcel Reese no more, but
where did Reese go?
I want to say the Bengals. Actually, I don't know.
Wow, he was in the Bengals, and we didn't talk about him on the Bengals.
No, he's on the. Where the hell is he? He's on the Dolphins.
Oh,
okay. But even our fullback has 87 speed, and he's a great blocker, and he's great in short yardage.
The fullback, Jameez Alawali.
Mm-hmm. I like him a lot in real life. So.
See, I would never know. I really haven't been looking at fullbacks because people usually don't use fullbacks.
Yeah, I wouldn't know either, but except for being a Raider fan. But he got like 80 what? He had high 80s truck last year. Let me check. 86 truck. I mean, it's someone where if you're gonna, once you get rid of a Lynch and you need help at running back every now and then, you can just pair like a small fast guy with him and you'll be all right.
All right, get into the wide receivers. I wrote down. You have Cooper, of course, Amari Cooper. Hopefully he gets some more Madden love. He's been getting. He has 92 speed. I didn't write down his catch ratings and stuff. Did you have those ratings?
Yeah, he ended the release with 86 catch, 84 route.
See, that's crazy.
87 catch in traffic.
That's crazy.
89 spec, 83 release. He dropped a lot of balls though.
Really? Did he?
Yeah, no, he did. But him and Crabtree dropped a lot of balls. but he's good. I mean, the only thing I don't like about him, and the reason why I traded him last release or the release before, is the 92 speed. Like, he's not fast enough for a number 1 receiver for me, and he's already in year 3. He's gonna hit his contract soon, and he's gonna be expensive.
Yeah, well, he's only 23, so you still could build him though.
Yeah, but he's 23 in the 3rd year of his contract, so his money's coming up.
Yeah. Well, since he's not really that great on Madden, he shouldn't even cost that much, shouldn't?
Oh, but all his other stuff, his awareness is 85. He's got catch ratings across the board that are
Why
good.
Why they give him 85 awareness?
It'll bump his probably because of how well he runs routes and how well he gets open.
But only give him 84 route running?
Yeah, I would have expected that to be more. Yeah, 84 route.
I hate this awareness rating.
Other than Cooper, Crabtree's old and slow. You want to go ahead and talk about the rest?
Johnny Holton, 6 foot, 190. He's 92 speed. Seth Roberts, 6'2". He's 90 speed. You have a rookie from USC, Isaac Whitney. He's 6'2". He went a 4.38, I believe.
Mm-hmm. If that's one of those, I pray he makes the game if I get the Raiders, but I don't think he's going to make the game.
You have a 6'4" guy, KJ Brent. I think he's a 4.5, 4.6 speed guy. Other than that, you also have Cordero Patterson. Cordero Patterson is fucking huge, man. I haven't seen him in person, but watching him, I seen him on. It was something I seen him. He's shaped like a damn running back.
Yeah, and he's agile like a running back. He's gonna be great for kick returns.
Right.
There's someone we're not talking about who I'm gonna get a lot of hate on, but there are rumors that if he can get out of his contract, there's another receiver who could come out of retirement and wants to come play for the Raiders.
Not Calvin Johnson, is it?
It is Calvin Johnson.
Wow.
If that shit happens before release and he makes a shit.
I don't think Detroit would let him out of his contract though.
Yeah, no, they hate him, but he was trying.
I think they even invited him to that training camp or something I seen.
He don't want to go to no Lions training camp. He don't want to be part of that team no more.
Yeah, they're not gonna let him out. How many years do he has left? I mean, how does that work? If say he has 3 years left on his contract, and say he sit out 3 years, is he free, or is when he come back he still has 3 more years to go?
It's not so much that. It's kind of like what happened with Marshawn Lynch. Is once Lynch said he's going to unretire, the Seahawks couldn't afford him anymore. They had to cut him. You know. So if Mega waits long enough, and the line, I don't know what their cap situation is, but basically he can come out of retirement and force their hand because then they can't afford to pay him. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So and then they cut him. His contract don't make a difference no more. Then he can sign wherever he wants. So that's his only route, is if he forces their hand and makes them cut him because they can't afford it. Because he's like, I'm going to play again. I want my money.
Right.
So.
Interesting. I didn't know he was trying to go to the Raiders.
Yeah, he came to camp.
He came to the Raiders camp? I think I've seen that. What is his connection to the Raiders?
He wants to win a ring before he retires. I'm pretty sure that's it.
I mean,
I don't think he knows anyone personally. I don't think it's like how the Warriors recruit people that they're friends with. I think he's really fond of Derek Carr. He speaks very highly of Derek Carr, and he likes the organization.
But he's from Georgia.
He probably is. Yeah. He went to
Georgia Tech.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, if he's talking about winning the ring, maybe he goes to Atlanta and team up with Julio. That'd be crazy.
That'd be crazy too.
But they couldn't afford him though.
No, yeah, and the Raiders have a lot of cap, so he can still get paid, even if he's ring chasing.
All right, look at the defensive ends.
Or you want to skip tight ends?
Oh, I forgot the tight end. Oh, I put for tight end. I put needs work. You want to talk about the tight ends?
We just picked up Jared Cook. He's 29, but he's fairly fast. Like we said, 86 speed is the upper end for tight ends. He can catch. He can definitely catch. And then Walford, who we got drafted last year, is kind of slow, but he can also catch fairly well. everyone else is basically run blocking. Lee Smith is there for run blocking. He's slow, but I'd run with Cook and Walford. Other than that, you probably need help, especially since Cook is pretty old.
They have a rookie, Farrell Brown. I think he was he like the 4'8" guy or something?
Yeah, he's 4'8". He's not something I'm even thinking. He's 6'5". He was pretty good at Oregon. I mean, I saw him a lot because, Pac-12. But for Madden, I'm not even going to bother with him.
All right, looking at the defensive ends, only really two stood out to me. Of course, Khalil Mack, and also Mario Edwards Jr.
Yeah.
Anybody else?
Jihad Ward never really worked out. Autry is good in real life as far as like situational, but for the ends, yeah, you're just looking at Mack and Mario Edwards. I'm a big fan of Mario Edwards. He's still young. He's 23 now. He has a lot of strength. Is pretty much what it is. Doesn't have a lot of great speed in the game. Let me see if he even has like. He's got good power moves. He can hit, but other than that, like he's not going to be a lot of people's prototypical pass rusher or prototypical end. Obviously, I just like him because he's a Raider, and how we drafted him. You can maybe send him to Lowe's. He went to Florida State.
Yeah, I got two rookies. Both 6'4", one is 280, one's 260. One's 24, which is Philo Brown, and 123, Chris Casher. I don't know really too much about them. Nothing's
impressed me in like the scout reports that I've seen like on Raider sites. I'm not looking too forward to him. You might have, so I don't think he's gonna be in the game because he hasn't been reinstated yet. But Alden Smith might still be there. I've already got people hitting me up about Alden Smith.
Yeah, they have Alden Smith as they have him as a linebacker on the roster.
Yeah. Irvin's still going to be there, who can, depends on where you want to play him. He's 29 now.
I forgot about Alden Smith. That's crazy.
Yeah, but see, so my thing is, it depends on what kind of defense you want to run. You can put Mack at outside linebacker instead of D-end, and run with like a Irvin, Smith, Edwards kind of deal. But we have a lot of young, fast linebackers who we can get to next. You want to talk about the DTs? Because we drafted one of the third from UCLA.
Not really. None of them really stood out to me except the Andy Vander does.
Yeah, he's the only one that's probably going to do anything for you. He's pretty strong. Took a lot of double teams in college, and fought through them. He didn't get a lot of sacks, but I think at the combine he ran like under a 540, which is not bad for how big he is. So. You're probably going to need work there, though. You're right, because Madden's not giving me love. Madden doesn't give Raiders love that often, to be honest.
I was getting to the linebackers. Linebackers is speed.
Yep.
Got a lot of speed at linebackers. I got Bruce Irvin. He has 88 speed. Ben Henney, 86 speed. Corey James, 86 speed. You got three rookies. Najee Harris running 4.59. Brady Harris running 4.52. And Nicholas Morrow running 4.52.
Yeah, Nicholas Morrow.
So all six of those guys will have at least 86 speed.
Yeah, Nicholas Morrow was a strong safety. Yeah. You said Corey James. Yeah, has 86. I used Heaney as my starting middle linebacker a couple of years ago, and I don't think he has any agility. It's like, he's got no power steering, so that was a problem. But you still got these other guys, these other rookies who are pretty quick. In real life, they're probably going to go with Markel Lee. He's kind of like your big hitter. He's slow, but like a big hitter inside. But in Madden, you're going to go with speed across the board. That's why I was saying you can move around Alden Smith, Bruce Irvin, and Khalil Mack. Figure out where you want to put them, because you got young linebackers who can run.
Yeah. I said you could.
And they got Jelani Jenkins, who he's not that great, but he's 83 speed. I think he can hit too. Yeah, in the game he's got like 86 hit power if that comes back.
They also have a guy named, I don't know too much about him. Raiders have him listed as linebacker and defensive end. James Cowser.
I forget what team he was on before. He's popped up like on the Raider forums that I follow, the Raider sites that I follow, every now and then. But he's not gonna be nothing in the game. Like he probably won't be much in the game, so he's nothing to really worry about.
So you have a lot of speed at linebacker, a lot of speed. Every 6 guys that's gonna be at least 86, 87, 88 speed linebackers. Mm-hmm. 6 of them.
And a few of them...
that's not counting Allen Smith.
Yeah, and that's a few of them you can put at end. If you... Depending on how you want to run your defense, you can move guys, too. You can move older guys like Alden Smith if he's there, or Bruce Irvin. I talked about in the group today that I would be open to trading Khalil Mack just because he's already 26. Even though linebackers age a lot better than like cornerbacks, for example. But he's got a lot of money coming to him. But there's also lots of speed, young speed. So if you want to move Mack and get a lot back in return, like people are going to want him. He's probably the best, or not like if not top 2 ends linebackers in the game.
Sure. I mean, I probably wouldn't trade him. But if you want to fill some of the holes like the running back, tight end, defensive end, you could probably fill all 3 holes with him.
Yeah, but he's another guy you can leave him alone. He doesn't even have that much coverage, but I used to have him an outside linebacker and just leave him alone in his zone. He get picks all the time for no reason. So,
all right, let's get into the cornerbacks. The cornerbacks, your best one probably would be Sean Smith, but he's 30 years old now, but he's still good in the game. Yeah, Garyon Conley, he's 6 foot, running 4.44.
He's a shutdown.
You have Breon Borders. He's 6 foot and he's a 4.49.
That's I'd go with Conley and Emerson probably. Emerson's only 25. He's 90 speed. He had a pretty good year last couple of years actually. I wouldn't go with Sean Smith at all. I'd cut him. He's old and he's slow, and he gave up way too many yards in the actual Raider season last year. Borders is only 21.
Yeah,
runs a 4.49, and he's 6 foot. If he's in the game, that's gonna be good. The other rookie we got, Humes, he's slow.
Shalom Luani, he's slow also.
Yeah, he's a safety though.
See, Raiders only got DBs on their roster. We only got cornerbacks and DBs. They also got Keith McGee. I remember Keith McGee used to be nice a few years ago. He's because his height.
Yeah, because he's 6'3".
He's moving to safety, but he's 28 now.
Yeah, no, he's old too. TJ Carey was pretty good for me for a while. He's 90 speed. He's 6 foot, but he's already 26, so there's not a lot of development there. There's a 90 speed guy, Antonio Hamilton, who's 6 foot, who's only 24. But yeah, you're probably going to go with Emerson. Oh, Dexter McDonald's 6'1", he's 91 speed, but he's 25. So you're looking at Conley and Emerson probably to start.
I'd probably go with Conley and Borders.
Yeah, if Borders is there. Yeah, if he's on the team.
Okay, let's get to the safeties. Safeties, you have Carl Joseph from last year. He's a strong safety. 87 speed, 82 zone, 88 hit power. He's more of a box safety.
Yep.
Then you have Obi-Wan Kenobi. Obi is 6'3", and you're in a 4.40. So he's gonna be tall and he's gonna be fast.
And he had a 44 vert.
That's crazy. At 6'3" with a 44 vert, he better be like. What did TJ Green run in the 40?
I don't know. But he's gonna be, and he's 6'3". He's gonna be fast. He's gonna be big. He can hit. He got like 120 tackles his senior year, 4 picks. I'd move him. Yeah, I'd move in the free safety, and you got your safety set for the whole release.
See, TJ Green ran a 4.34, and he's 95 speed.
Yeah, he's gonna be like a 93.
So at least 93. And his jumping better be like 97, 98.
Yeah, 4.44 vert is crazy. But if anyone's trading up for the Raiders, ahead of me. I put Obi on a no trade clause, but some people can ask for him no matter what. He's a combine freak.
Right. So overall, I like this team. You got your quarterback. Wide receiver, you might need a little help.
Mm-hmm.
Tight end, you need a little help. The defense is probably the strong point in this team.
Yeah.
Because the linebackers, got so much linebacker speed. I think I might put Broncos over the Raiders too.
Yeah, I actually thought the Raiders would be a lot better before I started doing the research. I know that they got a lot of money that you got to pay coming up, but they also have a lot of cap, so you can work around that. They do need another receiver. They do need a running back. Tight end, I'm not too worried about. They have a lot of versatility in the front seven, and as long as you find a corner, you got two safeties and Conley that'll set you up for the rest of the release.
Yeah. So
they're one of the more complete teams as far as you don't have to develop or worry about trading around, to get them together. They're probably gonna be like they're definitely a top 10 team, maybe even top 5. Not gonna say where I'm at, but you have to trade up to get them before me. You hear that, Jordan? You have to trade up to get them before me.
All right, let's get into the Chargers, last team in this division. The Chargers, you're gonna need a quarterback. The quarterback is old, Phillip Rivers. You have 2 rookies, Eli Jenkins and Mike Berkovici.
That's the dude that Reed built up, right?
Is that him?
Or is that the guy? Yeah.
No, these are both rookies. These are both rookies.
Yeah, but I remember that name. Maybe it was just a similar name.
I think Reed. I tried to trade for him. That guy. I think.
Oh, he might have named him.
And they also have Kellen Clemens. He's 34, but you're gonna need a quarterback for this team. Or you might use one of these. You might use an Eli Jenkins or Berkovici. I don't know what their attributes are gonna be, so I don't know. I don't know how much their throw power is gonna be. I don't really know too much about these guys.
Yeah.
I know.
I probably go with Jenkins. He's only 22.
Yeah, but I know that the Eli Jenkins, he was like a all conference. He's a dual threat type quarterback.
Yeah, he ran a 4.7.
So they might give him like 82 or something like that, maybe 82, 83. So I might roll with Eli Jenkins, 6'2", 210. He's only 22 years old.
Yeah.
As far as your running back, you got Melvin Gordon. They gave him a +1 in speed and acceleration during the season. He went up to 92 speed and 90 acceleration. And he also has 92 agility. He's still only 24 years old, so I'll probably use him for the release. Won't worry about my running back. You also have Kenyon Barner. You can use him as a spare running back. He's 28 though. Austin Eckler. He's slow.
Everyone else is slow.
Kenneth Farrow, Brandon Oliver, and Andre Williams. They're all slow.
Yep. So basically Melvin Gordon. But Melvin Gordon's a really good piece to have as a running back for your whole release. Even though he fumbled a lot last year, which is weird, but his carry's 86. But that's who you got going forward.
Yeah, I'm using him on release. All right, the wide receivers, I put down 4 that stood out to me. Travis Benjamin, 93 speed. Tyrell Williams, 91 speed. Keenan Allen would be your best wide receiver as far as catching the ball. Then you have Mike Williams, which is your rookie. From Clemson, 6'4", 218. He's 22 years old. But he ran a 4.54.
Yeah, but this is another one of those teams where you got tall guys. You don't need. This is a team where you really need speed because everyone else is pretty slow. I think those are the same 4 that I had down. Yeah, everyone else is like 86 to 89 speed, and even the rookies are only running like 4.5, 4.6.
Yeah, they drafted 5. I don't know drafted, but they have 5 rookie wide receivers on that team.
Yeah, they
had so many injuries at wide receiver.
Yeah, but yeah, Mike Williams, he's big. He was he's gonna have like really good catch, traffic, and spec, right?
Oh, he's gonna get the Madden love. He's he's a top 5 pick, top 7.
Even though he didn't run routes that well. He didn't have a great release, but yeah, he's gonna get love. If a guy like I don't think Carmen's not going to charge it, but again, a guy like Carmen comes to a team like this with Keenan Allen and Mike Williams. Mike Williams would be a beast.
Yeah,
Mike Williams would be fast with a guy like
I like Mike Williams. I mean, I'll use him, even though he ran a 4.54. I'll still use him.
He's big and he's 22, and he's probably going to be quick, if not superstar dev.
Yeah.
Yeah.
The tight ends are pretty good. You have Hunter Henry, who will be your best one. 84 speed, 89 acceleration, 85 catching. But I think his running blocking was like in the 60s. He's not a good run blocker.
He doesn't need to be, though. Like you say, he's 6'5", 22, and he's fast.
Yeah, we have Antonio Gates, old man. They dropped his speed to 78.
Yeah. Yeah, he's like 38 though, or some shit. So that's understandable.
He's the Witten on this team.
Yeah.
Then you have a rookie named Sean Culkin. He's 6'6", but he was slow. Asante Cleveland,
slow.
Jeff Cumberland,
fast, 87 speed.
I didn't see him. Okay, 87 speed, Jeff Cumberland.
87 speed, 90 acceleration.
But he's 30 years old.
But yeah, but he's old.
You have a Sean McGrath. So you might need a little work at tight end. Depends on what kind of formations you run in the offense. If you run just one tight end set, then you're good for the release. If you like to run 2 tight ends, you might need another one.
Yeah, you got to pick somebody up. Cumberland will be good for year 1, but after that, it depends on how much they drop his speed as he gets older. Because 87 is a pretty good place to start with. But he's like low 70s catch. So you're going to need help.
All right, getting to these defensive ends. I mean, they showed Joey Bosa so much love. They get man, he's 80. They gave him 80 speed, 86 acceleration, 85 agility, 82 strength, 88 block shedding, 84 power move, 89 finesse move.
It's crazy.
They showed Joey Bosa so much love. I mean, he had a good year, but damn.
And he's already got like high 80s pursuit, and he's only going to be 22.
Yeah, he's gonna be a monster.
Yeah. You can't move him.
Then you also have they got Melvin Ingram. This is the defensive end this year.
Yeah, I saw that.
81 speed, 86 acceleration, 84 strength, 84 block shed, 90 finesse moves. So your 2 bookends are good. Even Melvin Ingram is 28. You probably could use him for about 4 or 5 seasons.
Yeah, they also got what's his name?
Jeremy Atachu.
Yeah, they got him at N2 now.
Yeah. I don't know. Are they moving to a 4? Were they a 4-3 or a 3-4? There was a 3-4 team before, right? I guess they moved to a 4-3.
Maybe, I'm not sure. But Atachu's actually pretty. I used to try and trade for him to use him at end.
I think he has 87 speed. I think.
Yeah, like 86 speed, and he's got 80. Like, let me look it up right here. 84 finesse and 75 power.
Yeah, 86 speed, 80 acceleration, and 88 finesse move.
Yeah, like he's someone I kept trying to trade for, but I forget who had the Chargers. They weren't having it. It might have been
Damon.
Yeah.
Joey Bosa died.
But yeah, Ingram would be perfect to start out there, and you can move Atachu afterwards. They also had what's his name? Oh no, he's a defensive tackle.
Corey Liggett.
Yeah, I used to use him at end.
They also have Caleb Ewells. He's decent. And they have I never heard of Tenny Palepo. I never heard of him before in my life.
Me neither. He's strong. Got 89 strength. Carruthers got 92 strength. And he still got Mebane from Cal, but he's old. He's like 32, 33 now. Yeah, 32.
Mebane. Okay. And then nose tackles. Brandon Mebane and Ryan Carruthers. All right, get to the linebackers. Linebackers got speed.
Yeah, they do.
I had Jeremy Atachu as a linebacker. That was a mistake. But I probably moved to linebacker.
You still can. I mean, they have a lot of speed. So
Tavis Brown, 88 speed. Carlos Fields, 87. Corey Toomer, 85. And they got a rookie named Nigel Harris running a 4.57.
You still got Perriman in the middle, who's running. Oh, we're talking about outside linebacker. You got Perriman at 82. I didn't see Fields. Is he on the team?
You know, they might have moved him. I went off the game.
Yeah, I'm still mad at Fields. Fields started his career as a Raider, and he ran like a 4.5, and he never made the team on Madden. But if he's in the game, Fields, Brown, and Harris, and Perriman, you're set. Corey Toomer's still there. He's like 85 speed, but he's old.
Oh, Carlos Fields is a free agent, I guess.
Yeah. Josh Perry is 23. He's like 83 speed. So you got speed, not speed like the Raiders, but you got speed too.
Yeah, they have decent speed. I mean,
yeah.
Any other of these linebackers stood out to you?
Just Brown. You can't move Brown. He's 23. He's fast. I think Brown was moved last year. I'm pretty sure Brown was on Nav's team with the Falcons, right?
I think so.
Yeah, you can't be doing that again. Everyone else is like low mid 80 speed. Like they'll be all right. If depends on how you want to play. If you want pass rushers out of them, then that speed is not bad. A lot of these guys can hit. A lot of them have good hit power. I know Perriman's like a 90 hit power. He can tackle. None of them really can play zone that well though. None of them can really rush the passer that well. So.
All right, let's get to the cornerbacks. I only really wrote two down. Jason Verrett, 93 speed, 93 acceleration, 94 agility, 86 man coverage, 82 zone coverage. You also have Trevor Williams, who's 23 years old. He's 91 speed. Desmond King was good in college, but he ran so slow.
Yeah.
I think he ran like a 4.6.
I have it here somewhere. Yeah, he ran a 4.6. So he's he was a 5th round pick.
Yeah, I think he played cornerback. I think he played a little safety also. I think he did.
Yeah, he's 22, but he's not gonna be a good Madden guy. 4.6 is a death sentence.
He just ran too slow. Other than that, you have the older guy, Casey Hayward. He's 27. I really didn't see anybody else that stood out to me at the cornerback. Did you see anybody that stood out to you?
The guy Michael Davis from BYU, who's 22, 6'2", ran a 4.4.
Okay. I'm working with that.
One of those, if he makes the team. They drafted Rayshawn Jenkins, who's a safety. He ran a 4.5. That's maybe 90 speed. He's 6'1". But yeah, you're probably going to go with Verrett and Trevor Williams. No one else is really that impressive.
Yeah, look at the safeties. Like you said, had Rayshawn Jenkins, Trey Boston. I like Trey Boston. I try
to trade for him.
I used Trey Boston. I had the Panthers. I mean, I liked them. Yeah, I liked them. I don't think when I played against Reed, nobody really got behind Trey Boston.
Yeah, and he's not that fast. He's sub 90 speed.
Yeah, but I don't know. He's kind of tall, 6'1". He had good zone, and it was hard to get behind him.
And he can hit.
Right.
I know he can hit.
Other than that, not too much to go for the safeties. You got a 6'4" guy, Dexter McCoy. Yeah. But I think he's really slow.
Yeah, he's 86. You're probably gonna go with Jenkins in Boston unless you pick someone up.
I mean, I might put that 6'4" guy back there, and if you're the type of guy that uses a safety, you might use him and put him back there. Maybe, if you're a cover 3 guy, maybe put him at the strong safety and play him in the box, or try to undercut some routes over the middle or something like that, and try to build him up. Put Trey Boston back there as free, or you move one of these cornerbacks back there to free.
I mean, Verrett's 26. No, he's only 5'10" though. Yeah, you don't got a lot of options. I don't like the Chargers that much. Lowe's keeps talking about the Chargers, but if Los is maybe like pick 30, 31 by team selection, yeah, he can go after the Chargers, but they're not that great. They're easily the worst team in the division.
Right. So how we get into that ranking the team? How do you rank these teams in the division?
I'd get the Raiders if it was me first, but the Broncos do look better. Like just barely look better, just because of that offense or the potential offense. Chiefs have great offense, but the defense hurts. I'd probably go. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say Broncos over Raiders, so I'm gonna say Raiders over Broncos, and then Chiefs and Chargers. But the Chargers are by far from the pack.
I'd probably go Broncos. I'd probably go Chiefs over the Raiders.
Because that offense?
Yeah, that offense is going to be crazy.
It is. My thing, though, is it's easier to get receivers than it is to build a defense.
I believe that, too. I believe that, too. But that team is just – our offense is going to be so crazy that you could trade a lot of those guys and build on your defense.
Yeah, see, the crazy thing is I see the Chiefs and Raiders going in the top 10. I see the Broncos falling. So someone could get the Broncos and have a great team, like in the mid-teens, mid to late teens.
I say Broncos, Chiefs, Raiders, and Chargers.
Yeah.
I don't think the Chargers are that bad though. Honestly,
they got too many holes, and the guys they do have aren't that impressive.
I think the Chargers. Your running back is set. Wide receivers are pretty good. Tight ends are set. Defensive ends are set. Your linebackers are set. You have a lockdown cornerback. I mean, I think it's minor stuff, but it could be a lot better because you do need defensive tackle. You do need a quarterback, which is the main thing. You need a quarterback.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think they're too far off. I just think the Broncos surprise me.
Yeah, and you're talking about if you're the Chargers in this division, it's gonna be hard to compete. You're going to have two really good players going for the Chiefs and the Raiders. You're going to have a mid-tier guy who sees the Broncos. See, the thing is, if the Chiefs and Raiders go high, Hill is going to be really tempting for somebody, So if the Chiefs go like top 5 or the Raiders go top 5 and the Chiefs and the other one goes like top 8, Broncos are going to fall just because people are going to duck the division. Mm-hmm. So someone's going to land on the Broncos somewhere in the middle of the pack. And they're going to have a great team. I don't know if they're going to be able to win with them because, their skill level. And that's just going to make the Chargers fall. That's the only reason why the Chargers are going to fall so much. And you need to be really good. You need to be really good with your offense to make Keenan Allen and Mike Williams work with so little speed. They're great receivers, but they're slow. And not everyone can do that,
Right. Anything else you want to add before we get up out of here?
Alden Smith is on the block. Khalil Mack might be on the block. Coop's on the block. Maybe Derek Carr. Just hit me up. Hit my inbox. I'm surprised the Broncos were this good. I really hope that 6'5", 4'3" guy makes the roster.
Man, that's crazy. That's almost Calvin Johnson-ish.
Yeah, I hope Calvin Johnson makes a roster.
But thank y'all for coming through. We're gonna do what else I was going to do next? I'm going to do, let me see, the NFC West. Today is Wednesday.
Yeah.
I might try to do the NFC West by Friday. We're trying to get through these. I still want to do a mock draft, and we still got to do Los ratings before the game dropping. Before the game drops or before the gameplay drops.
Mm-hmm.
So we have. So far we did the AFC North, AFC South, NFC South, NFC East, and we did the AFC West. So we have 3 divisions left. So appreciate y'all coming through. All right, Archie, appreciate you coming through, man. Last minute.
No problem, man. You need help with the NFC West? Hit me up.
All right, we out of here.
All right, later.